Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel. I'm Scott Stevenson, and today I just wanted to talk a little bit about social media. It's kind of crazy, and yeah, let's get into it. Basically, been kind of taking a break from social media just because it is so crazy, and it's just kind of like noise. I don't know. I have to step away from it for a little bit just to get some clarity because I feel like I follow so many creators. I follow so many different people and I see their work and I see their opinions and the things that they're into, and they're selling their courses and they want to get your email and they want to do all this kind of stuff and they want to promote their films. And it's super cool to be engaged in, the filmmaking community, whether it's on Threads or Instagram or YouTube. But once you are, so just sitting there doom scrolling and brain rotting all day long and watching all of other people's content, it's sometimes difficult to cultivate your own new ideas. So I've been taking some time just to, in the morning, journaling and just, writing out my thoughts and just figuring out what I'm going to do for the day and coming up with my own new ideas and inspiration for, projects I want to work on, little mini documentaries, things like that. Maybe some ideas for the YouTube channel and just, life in general. I've been eating a lot healthier and haven't been going out to eat. I've just been kind of just laying low, chilling here at the house, watching out for my family, my son. I think it's kind of crazy. So right now it's the World Cup, so everybody's freaking out about all this soccer stuff. I was at the gym the other day, and there's a couple guys, and they're talking about, oh, this soccer player, he does this, and this is his stats, and his uh, he's doing this game and this team is doing that, and this is their numbers and their stats and their scores and their goals and their this and that. And I'm like, man, these guys know so much about all these soccer players and all these athletes and everybody. And I'm like, how much do they know about like their own life? How do they know how many grams of protein that they've had to eat today? Do they know, how much money their business is making? Do they know, how much money's in their bank account? Do they know how much time they waste on their cell phone all day long? It's like they know so much about other people's lives, and I feel like that's what we do with social media. We're watching TV, we're watching other people, we're scrolling, we're learning about their whole life, and we're not spending enough time working on our own things, focusing on what we eat, focusing on how we live, focus on taking care of ourselves, making money, just growing as people. So that's really what I've been doing, is just kind of focusing inward so that I can cultivate and really come up with my own creative ideas, and be able to then go out and share those with the world. And, everything's been done before. There's nothing new. They say there's nothing new under the sun. So you're really just taking other people's ideas and rehashing it. But, we all live the same experience as humans. That's also how we can also connect with one another, is because other people can see your journey and the things that you're doing and going through, and they can, relate to it. So I think that that's pretty cool. So that's kind of where I've been as far as creating content. I've really kind of put it on the back burner just because I don't have any time. The only time is late at night like this. It's actually pretty late for me. Usually go to bed pretty early, but now my son is asleep, so I'm able to actually jump on here and make some content and try to be a little bit more consistent on YouTube, because it is something that is important to me, and I want to grow an audience and be able to talk to you guys. And I know that a lot of you guys are seeing my channel maybe for the first time. I see there's a lot of new subscribers, and you guys don't really know who I am or the kind of stuff that I make or I'm into. So I want to maybe give you guys a little backstory. I'm a cinematographer, gaffer. I live here in Los Angeles, and I make content and short films, commercials, music videos, all of the above. I've been a videographer for a really long time. I do a lot of the solo one-man band kind of shoots, but I really branched out into more of the crew stuff lately. It's been super slow this year, 2026, with my son coming and being a new dad. It's just been really tough for me to get on set, and don't have a whole lot of the connections that I had before. I'm really just taking it slow and just making sure that the opportunities that I I do take are important, and they're projects that I really want to support, and the directors or DPs that I really want to work with. So I'm kind of selective about the things that I'm doing this year. But it's been really good because the projects that I am doing are good, and I've been paid on time, and all the things that we have trouble with. Uh, it's been good. I've been putting more thought into things and not just taking everything that pops up. So that's been good, but more intentional. So it's really good to be intentional with your work. And so yeah, that's a little bit about who I am and what I do on this channel. I try to inspire other people, and I try to give them some sort of an insight into what the film industry is like, and just kind of show my own experience and how things are. Like I said, been pretty slow. I usually like to do like some behind the scenes kind of breakdowns of shoots that I've been doing. But honestly, it's been like, I don't really have a lot on calendar. Not a lot on calendar. So I do have a shoot coming up next month where it's going to be a 3-day shoot, shooting a lot of B-roll. So I might be able to do some behind the scenes for that. Trying to also network with other people who want to make content. Been just kind of taking a back seat because there's just, I see so much drama on social media and on the internet just in general. And I'm trying to just look at my phone a lot less. I go to sleep and I put my phone here by the office, by the desk, and I just leave it alone. Don't touch it. Don't scroll. Don't look at screens. And it's been fantastic. I don't touch my phone in the morning either. Just come out, get some water, go for a little walk, get some sunlight. Reduced screen time, reduced social media. I know this is crazy because I make content, I make YouTube videos, I make social media posts and things like that. So I'm not saying like don't watch my content, don't consume my stuff, but maybe reduce the amount of creators or people that you follow, and really try to curate your Instagram and your TikTok and your YouTube, and follow just really people who are going to align with the values that you have. I know everybody's competing for attention. So, those huge creators in any space, whether it's in our niche, whether it's a filmmaker, or I watch a lot of fitness content. So we can be like fitness people, or whatever, golf or whatever you're into. Those larger creators are going to probably dominate most of the people's attention. But that doesn't mean that smaller channels and smaller creators can't pop up and really do a good job of capturing an audience if you're interesting and people want to hear what you have to say. So I think that's what I'm trying to do. So I'm just trying to make things a little easier. I'm doing this kind of yap content where I just flow and try to connect with you guys. If you like this style, making this kind of yap content, hopefully you guys like it. It's a little bit more raw and less polished, easier for me to make right now. I don't have a lot of time for editing. I have a couple of client videos that I'm putting together and editing. So this is just an easier format for me to sit down and to just kind of tell you guys what's going on and communicate with you without throwing a ton of flashy B-roll in and really getting too in the weeds about a certain topic or whatever, but just kind of being able to flow and tell you guys what it is that I have going on and what my thoughts are. And like I said, you'll have more thoughts that are your own thoughts, unique thoughts, rather than having other people's lives and other people's ideas in your head all the time. And I feel like that's what I was doing when I was watching so many other people. I'm just kind of regurgitating what I'm seeing from them, or just, figuring out all their ideologies and just adopting them, and not really understanding what aligns with me. And somebody will recommend a lens or a camera. They'll do a camera review, and just because you like that creator, now you should buy that camera, you should buy that thing, you should buy that lens. It's like, maybe I don't like that type of lens. Just because I like this creator doesn't mean that the lens that they're pushing because they're a sponsorship or something is something that I care about. Or maybe they have some kind of drama with whatever it is, or AI is the big thing right now. And it's like everybody's picking sides about whether they want to be with AI, creating AI, or they want to be against it and not doing AI. So, everybody has an opinion, whether they think it's a good tool or if it's something that, is taking jobs or replacing work or whatever. I mean, I feel like it's a tool, and we're moving towards this future where machines are going to take over everything, but the human side of stuff is what's people are going to be more drawn to. That's why I feel like this type of content where people can connect with you as a person, especially here on this platform. It's YouTube. It's YouTube, your story. People want to see you. You guys are connecting to my channel because you want to see me. You want to see Scott Stevenson. You want to hear from me. You want to hear what I'm doing. You want to see my life, and you want to hear how I'm doing with the film industry and my thoughts. So there's not something that I could just prompt into ChatGPT or into Claude or one of these like, language models and be able to have it just like spit out my own personal human experience. So I think that, people telling their own stories is still going to be unique, and people are still going to be drawn to that type of content. I don't think we're going to be replaced by machines anytime soon, but maybe the physical labor stuff. I see gimbals and car rigs and a lot of like the Ronin 40 and like these little remote controls and wireless and that type of technology. I think people are less uh, doing manual camera operating. I feel like the machines are taking over when it comes to camera operating. Like, little gimbal. Like, look at this gimbal. It's a tiny little gimbal. You know, this thing years ago, little gimbals like that didn't even exist. Gimbals were humongous. There's steady cams. I mean, still we have huge steady cams, but the technology how to stabilize and move a camera through space has really come a long way. Um, yeah, so that's kind of what I think is going to improve filmmaking, and I think that's where the technology and the machines are going to take over in the physical realm. But I think still the creative is going to come from us. Anyways, guys, that's all I got for tonight. I'm gonna try to get some rest and get to bed early so that I can attack this next week. It's 4th of July weekend. Gonna try to lay low and stay on my diet and try to lock in and focus on getting some jobs. I'm gonna go on Facebook and Instagram and reach out to some of my contacts and clients and see, maybe send some emails out and see what we can do. Hope you guys stay safe. Don't blow your fingers off this weekend. And once again, I'm Scott Stevenson. Thanks for watching. Feel free to check out some of my past videos as well as subscribe to see my future ones. Peace.